Good day to you, my brothers and sisters. Today, I am honored to stand before you and share a message that I believe has the power to change lives and renew minds. It is a message about strength, but not just any kind of strength. I am speaking about a strength that cannot be measured by how much weight you can lift, how fast you can run, or how physically resilient you are. This strength goes beyond the physical realm. It is a strength of the mind, a strength of the soul, and a strength of the spirit. It is the secret to becoming mentally strong. Mental strength is not a gift that a few lucky ones are born with, nor is it something that can be obtained overnight. It is a journey, a process, a transformation that requires time, dedication, and the right mindset. The process of becoming mentally strong is rooted in the understanding of who we are, why we are here, and the principles that govern our thoughts and actions. Today, I want to delve deep into these principles, not only to reveal the secret to mental strength, but to guide you on how to apply these secrets in your life. To understand mental strength, we must first understand purpose. Without purpose, life becomes a journey without direction, a battle without a cause. Purpose is what gives us meaning. It is the reason we wake up each day, the driving force behind our actions, and the guiding light in times of darkness. When a person lacks purpose, they are vulnerable to every wind of adversity that comes their way. Life's challenges seem more daunting, and the weight of uncertainty can crush their spirit. But when purpose is clear, the mind becomes resilient. Purpose anchors the soul. It reminds us that there is something greater than our current circumstances, something worth fighting for. Mental strength begins with purpose because purpose provides clarity. Clarity is essential when faced with confusion and doubt. When you know your purpose, distractions become irrelevant and fear loses its grip on your mind. Purpose gives you a reason to endure, a reason to persevere, and a reason to keep moving forward. If you want to become mentally strong, the first step is to define your purpose. What is it that you were born to do? What is the mission that has been placed on your heart? Once you understand this, your mind will be fortified with the strength that comes from knowing you are walking in alignment with your destiny. Once purpose is established, the next key to mental strength lies in the power of your thoughts. The mind is the battlefield where victories and defeats are determined. What you allow into your mind will either build you up or tear you down. The human mind is a complex and powerful instrument. It has the ability to create realities through imagination, but it also has the ability to destroy through doubt and negativity. If you want to become mentally strong, you must master the art of controlling your thoughts. You must learn to guard your mind with diligence, for it is out of the mind that the issues of life flow. Every thought that enters your mind is either contributing to your strength or weakening your resolve. So ask yourself this question: what are you thinking about? What do you meditate on throughout the day? Are your thoughts empowering you, or are they draining you of your mental energy? Mental strength requires discipline. It requires the discipline to reject thoughts of defeat, fear, and negativity, and to embrace thoughts of faith, courage, and victory. It is not enough to simply try to think positive. You must actively combat the negative influences that try to infiltrate your mind. When a thought of fear arises, confront it with a thought of faith. When a thought of doubt enters, replace it with a thought of confidence. This is a conscious and deliberate process. The mind, when left unchecked, will naturally gravitate toward negativity because we live in a world that is full of uncertainty and doubt. But you must take control of your mind. You must be the master of your thoughts. Mental strength is not just about thoughts, it is also about emotions. Emotions are powerful forces that can either propel you towards your purpose or derail you from your destiny. If you do not learn to master your emotions, they will master you. One of the greatest threats to mental strength is emotional instability. When emotions are unchecked, they can cloud judgment, distort reality, and lead to irrational decisions. Anger, fear, jealousy, bitterness, these emotions, when allowed to fester, will weaken the mind and destroy mental resilience. To become mentally strong, you must develop emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions in a way that aligns with your purpose and values. It is about knowing when to respond and when to remain silent, when to act, and when to be still. Emotional intelligence is not about suppressing your emotions or pretending that they don't exist. It is about acknowledging them, understanding where they come from, and responding to them in a way that is productive and aligned with your greater purpose. When you feel anger rising, pause. Take a moment to reflect on why you are angry. Is your anger justified, or is it a reaction to a perceived threat that may not even be real? When fear begins to grip your heart, ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Is this fear based on truth, or is it an exaggeration of my mind? Emotions are indicators, not dictators. They can give you insight into what is going on in your heart, but they should not control your actions. Mental strength comes from the ability to feel deeply while still acting wisely. It comes from acknowledging your emotions without allowing them to dominate your decisions. Mental strength is tested in the fire of adversity. It is easy to be strong when life is going well, when everything is in order, and when the path ahead is clear. But true mental strength is revealed in the midst of trials, tribulations, and challenges. One of the greatest indicators of mental strength is endurance. Endurance is the ability to keep going when everything inside of you wants to give up. It is the ability to press on when the weight of life feels too heavy to bear. It is the capacity to remain steadfast even when the outcome is uncertain. Endurance is not just about pushing through pain. It is about maintaining hope in the face of adversity. It is about believing that the storm will pass, even when the skies are dark. Endurance requires faith, a faith that is not based on circumstances, but on conviction. The mentally strong person does not crumble under pressure because they have built their life on a foundation of purpose and faith. They understand that trials are a part of the journey, and they embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth. When life knocks you down, mental strength is what enables you to rise again. It is the quiet assurance that no matter how many times you fall, you will get back up. It is the resilience that comes from knowing that you are not defined by your failures, but by your ability to recover from them. Endurance is a choice. It is a decision to keep moving forward, even when the road is difficult. It is a decision to keep believing, even when doubt is screaming in your ear. Mental strength is forged in the furnace of perseverance. It is built through the small, daily choices to keep going, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Another critical aspect of mental strength is discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the key to consistency, and consistency is the foundation of success. The mentally strong person understands that success is not achieved in a single moment of inspiration, but through consistent, disciplined action over time. It is not enough to be motivated, you must be disciplined. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline endures. Discipline requires sacrifice. It requires the ability to delay gratification, to say no to short-term pleasure in order to achieve long-term success. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Mental strength is built through the daily practice of discipline. Whether it is in your thoughts, your emotions, or your actions, discipline is what keeps you on the path to greatness. Discipline is what ensures that you don't give up when the going gets tough. In every area of life, discipline is essential. It is essential in your work, in your relationships, and in your spiritual life. Without discipline, even the most talented individuals will fall short of their potential. But with discipline, even those who may not be the most naturally gifted can achieve extraordinary things. Discipline requires focus. It requires the ability to block out distractions and stay committed to your goals. It requires the ability to prioritize what is most important and to invest your time and energy accordingly. Mental strength and discipline go hand in hand. You cannot be mentally strong without being disciplined, and you cannot be disciplined without developing mental strength. They are two sides of the same coin. In our journey to mental strength, we cannot overlook the role of character. Character is the essence of who you are. It is what defines you when no one is watching, and it determines how you respond to life's challenges. A person's character is revealed not in moments of comfort, but in moments of adversity. When the storms of life come, when the pressure is high, your true character is what will sustain you. Character is built through integrity, humility, and accountability. It is formed through the decisions you make daily, through the choices to uphold truth and righteousness, even when it's inconvenient or unpopular. Mental strength flows from a strong character, because character is what grounds you. When your character is unshakable, your mind becomes unshakable. A person of strong character doesn't compromise their values when faced with temptation. They don't abandon their principles when life gets hard. Instead, they hold fast to what is right. And in doing so, they build an inner strength that cannot be easily broken. Character is not something that is inherited or given. It is something that must be cultivated. Just as a tree is strengthened by deep roots, your mind is strengthened by the depth of your character. Mental strength is not about being tough on the outside. It's about being strong on the inside. It's about having a moral compass that guides you through the storms of life. The world around us may change. Circumstances may shift. But a person of strong character remains steadfast. They are not swayed by the opinions of others or the pressures of society, because they are anchored in their values. This inner stability creates mental strength because it allows you to navigate life with confidence, knowing that your actions and decisions are aligned with your core beliefs. To develop mental strength, you must be intentional about building your character. Evaluate your actions, your thoughts, and your motives. Are they in alignment with your values? Are they consistent with the person you want to become? Mental strength is not just about what you can achieve, but about who you are becoming in the process. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to mental strength. It has the power to paralyze, to limit, and to prevent you from reaching your full potential. But fear is not something to be avoided, it is something to be confronted. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. The mentally strong person is not fearless, they are courageous. They understand that fear is a natural part of life, but they refuse to let it control them. Courage is the ability to face your fears head on, to move forward even when uncertainty looms large. Fear often disguises itself as caution, as hesitation, as self-doubt. It whispers in your ear, telling you that you are not capable, that you are not worthy, that you will fail. But courage silences the voice of fear. It reminds you that fear is not reality, it is merely a shadow of the unknown. To become mentally strong, you must learn to recognize fear for what it is: a challenge, an opportunity for growth. Every time you face your fears, you become stronger. Every time you push past your comfort zone, your mind expands and your capacity for courage increases. Courage requires faith. It requires the belief that there is something greater than the fear itself. When you are walking in your purpose, when you are aligned with your destiny, courage becomes easier to muster because you know that your path is ordained. You know that no matter how great the obstacle, you have been equipped with the strength to overcome it. Fear thrives in the unknown, but courage steps into the unknown with confidence. Fear may try to convince you that failure is inevitable, but courage understands that failure is not final, it is simply a part of the process. Mental strength is built when you choose courage over fear, when you decide to step forward, even when you are uncertain of the outcome. One of the most powerful tools for building mental strength is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what you lack to what you have, from what is going wrong to what is going right. It is a mindset that transforms adversity into opportunity, challenges into blessings, and obstacles into stepping stones. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positive, even in the midst of difficulty. Gratitude does not ignore the challenges of life, it simply chooses to see the good in every situation. It is the ability to find light in the darkest of times, to see hope in the midst of despair. Gratitude is a choice. It is not based on circumstances, but on perspective. Two people can experience the same event, yet one will be consumed by negativity, while the other will find something to be grateful for. The difference lies in their mindset. The mentally strong person understands that gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a discipline. It is a daily practice that requires intentionality and focus. When you wake up each morning, do you immediately think about all the problems you have to face? Or do you take a moment to be thankful for the gift of a new day? Gratitude builds mental strength because it rewires your brain to focus on the positive aspects of life. It creates resilience because it allows you to see beyond your current circumstances. When you are grateful, even for the small things, you begin to see the world through a lens of abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude also fosters contentment. The mentally strong person is not constantly chasing after more, but they are content with what they have. This doesn't mean that they lack ambition, it means that they are not driven by dissatisfaction. They can pursue their goals with a sense of peace, knowing that their worth is not tied to external achievements, but to the gratitude they hold within. Faith plays a vital role in the development of mental strength. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It is the assurance that there is a greater plan and purpose at work in your life, even when circumstances seem uncertain. Faith gives you the strength to persevere when the path is unclear. It gives you the courage to take risks when the outcome is unknown. Faith is what allows you to step out in confidence, knowing that there is a higher power guiding your steps. The mentally strong person understands that they are not in control of everything, and this realization brings peace rather than anxiety. Faith is the recognition that while you are responsible for your actions and decisions, there is a greater force at work that is orchestrating your destiny. Faith also helps you to release the need for immediate results. In a world that demands instant gratification, faith reminds you that some things take time. Mental strength is developed when you learn to trust the process, even when you don't see the results right away. Faith is not just about believing in something external. It is about believing in the strength and potential within you. It is about having confidence that you have been equipped with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. When you walk in faith, you walk with the assurance that you are not alone, that you are supported, and that everything is working together for your good. Faith allows you to release fear, anxiety, and doubt because you know that your life is in the hands of a higher power. It is this faith that enables you to remain mentally strong in the face of adversity, knowing that no matter what happens, you are being guided and protected. Resilience is one of the most important qualities of mental strength. It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to recover from failure, and to rise after falling. Life will not always go according to plan. There will be times when you face disappointment, rejection, and loss. But resilience is what allows you to keep moving forward. The mentally strong person understands that setbacks are not the end of the story. They are simply a part of the journey. Resilience is not about avoiding failure, it is about learning from it. It is the ability to take the lessons from your mistakes and use them to grow stronger. Every setback is an opportunity for growth. When you experience a failure or disappointment, you have two choices. You can either let it define you or you can let it refine you. The mentally strong person chooses the latter. They understand that resilience is not about never falling, it is about always getting back up. Resilience also requires patience. The process of recovery takes time, and mental strength is built in the waiting. When you are resilient, you don't rush the process. You allow yourself to heal, to reflect, and to rebuild. You don't give up just because things didn't go the way you planned. Instead, you use the setback as fuel to push you toward your ultimate goal. Mental strength is not measured by how many times you avoid failure, but by how many times you rise after falling. Resilience is what gives you the strength to persevere, even when the odds are against you. It is what allows you to face adversity with confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, you have the ability to overcome it. Another crucial aspect of mental strength is self-awareness. To be mentally strong, you must know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your triggers, and your tendencies. Self-awareness is the ability to look within and understand the patterns of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. The mentally strong person is not oblivious to their own flaws and limitations. They are aware of their areas of weakness, but they do not let those weaknesses define them. Instead, they work to improve themselves, to grow, and to develop. Self-awareness also means being honest with yourself. It means acknowledging your mistakes, taking responsibility for your actions, and being willing to change. The person who is mentally strong is not in denial about their faults. They confront them head on and work to overcome them. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth. When you know yourself, you are better equipped to manage your emotions, control your thoughts, and make decisions that are aligned with your values. You are able to set boundaries, protect your peace, and prioritize your well-being. Self-awareness also involves knowing your purpose. It is the ability to understand what drives you, what inspires you, and what you are passionate about. When you are self-aware, you are not easily swayed by the opinions of others or the pressures of society, because you are confident in who you are and what you stand for. Mental strength comes from a deep sense of self-awareness because it allows you to operate from a place of authenticity. You are not trying to be someone else or live up to someone else's expectations. You are secure in your identity. And this security gives you the mental strength to navigate life with confidence. In a world filled with distractions, focus is a rare and valuable asset. Mental strength requires the ability to concentrate on what matters most and to block out the noise that seeks to pull you in different directions. Focus is the power to direct your mental energy toward your goals without being derailed by distractions or temptations. The mentally strong person understands that focus is not just about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about prioritizing what is important and dedicating your time and energy to those things. It's about saying no to the things that don't serve your purpose, even when they seem appealing. Focus requires discipline. It requires the ability to resist the urge to multitask and to give your full attention to the task at hand. When you are focused, you are able to achieve more in less time because your mental energy is concentrated on a single objective. Distractions are everywhere, and they come in many forms: social media, entertainment, negativity, and even your own doubts and fears. But mental strength is the ability to tune out these distractions and stay committed to your goals. It is the ability to remain focused even when the world around you is pulling you in different directions. Focus also requires clarity. You cannot be focused if you are not clear about what you want to achieve. The mentally strong person has a clear vision of their goals, and this vision gives them the direction and motivation to stay focused. When you are focused, you are not easily swayed by setbacks or challenges, because you have your eyes fixed on the prize. You are able to maintain your mental strength because your mind is not scattered. It is laser focused on what you want to accomplish. Discipline is the backbone of mental strength. It is the force that drives you to act, even when motivation fades. Discipline is what transforms intentions into actions, goals into accomplishments. It is the ability to stay committed to your purpose, regardless of external circumstances or internal emotions. The mentally strong person understands that motivation is fleeting. There will be days when you feel inspired, but there will also be days when the passion isn't there. Mental strength, however, does not rely on how you feel in the moment. It is built on discipline. Discipline is the commitment to show up, to put in the work, and to keep moving forward even when it's difficult. Discipline is the key to consistency, and consistency is what leads to progress. The mentally strong individual knows that success is not built in a day, but through daily habits and repeated efforts. Mental strength is about understanding the power of small, consistent actions. Every day that you exercise discipline, you are strengthening your mind. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you are building resilience and fortitude. Discipline also requires self-control. It is the ability to resist short-term gratification for long-term rewards. The person who is mentally strong does not give in to every temptation or distraction. They have trained their mind to focus on the bigger picture, on the goals that truly matter. Discipline is not something that is imposed from the outside, it comes from within. It is a choice that you make every day, a decision to prioritize your goals over your comfort. Mental strength is developed when you learn to discipline your mind, to direct your thoughts, and to govern your actions with purpose. Another essential component of mental strength is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your emotions, as well as to recognize and influence the emotions of others. The mentally strong person is not controlled by their emotions, they are in control of them. Emotions are powerful, and they can either help you or hinder you, depending on how you manage them. Mental strength is not about suppressing or ignoring your emotions. It's about acknowledging them, understanding them, and choosing how to respond to them. The mentally strong person knows that emotions are a natural part of the human experience. They do not deny their feelings, but they do not allow their feelings to dictate their actions. When they experience anger, frustration, or sadness, they take a step back to reflect, to process, and to make decisions from a place of clarity rather than emotional impulse. Emotional intelligence also involves empathy, the ability to understand and connect with the emotions of others. The mentally strong individual is not only aware of their own emotions, but is also sensitive to the feelings of those around them. They have the capacity to build strong relationships because they are able to navigate social dynamics with understanding and compassion. Developing emotional intelligence requires self-awareness and self-regulation. It is the ability to recognize when your emotions are clouding your judgment and to pause before reacting. It is the strength to choose your response rather than being driven by emotional impulses. This level of emotional maturity is a hallmark of mental strength. In a world that is constantly changing, adaptability is a crucial aspect of mental strength. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adapt to new circumstances, challenges, and environments is what allows you to thrive. Mental strength is not about rigidly sticking to a plan. It is about being flexible enough to adjust when the plan changes. The mentally strong person understands that change is inevitable. They do not resist change, but rather embrace it as an opportunity for growth. Adaptability requires an open mind, a willingness to learn, and a readiness to step outside of your comfort zone. When you are adaptable, you are not thrown off course by unexpected events. Instead, you see them as a chance to evolve. Adaptability also requires resilience. It is the ability to pivot when things don't go as planned and to find new solutions to old problems. The mentally strong person doesn't cling to the past or dwell on what could have been. They focus on what is and what can be done in the present moment. To become mentally strong, you must be willing to let go of rigid expectations. You must be able to adjust your approach, to think creatively, and to find new ways to move forward. Adaptability builds mental strength because it allows you to stay focused on your goals, even when the path to achieving them changes. The person who is adaptable is not afraid of the unknown. They do not fear uncertainty because they know that they have the capacity to handle whatever comes their way. Mental strength is developed when you learn to embrace change, to flow with it, and to use it as a catalyst for personal growth. Purpose is what gives meaning to your life, and it is one of the most powerful sources of mental strength. When you know your purpose, you have a clear sense of direction. You are not wandering aimlessly through life, you are walking with intention. Purpose gives you the motivation to keep going, even when the journey is difficult. The mentally strong person is grounded in their purpose. They know why they are here and what they are working toward. This sense of purpose acts as an anchor, keeping them steady in the face of adversity. When challenges arise, they are able to persevere because they are not just living for themselves, they are living for a greater cause. Purpose provides clarity. It helps you to prioritize your time, your energy, and your resources. When you are clear about your purpose, you are not easily distracted by things that do not align with your mission. Mental strength comes from the ability to stay focused on your purpose, even when life tries to pull you in different directions. Purpose also gives you the strength to endure hardships. When you are living with purpose, you understand that every challenge, every setback, and every obstacle is a part of your journey. You are not discouraged by difficulties because you know that they are shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for your destiny. The mentally strong person does not lose sight of their purpose, even when the path gets tough. They understand that purpose is what gives life meaning, and it is this meaning that fuels their mental strength. Purpose-driven individuals are resilient because they know that their work is significant, and they are willing to endure discomfort to fulfill their mission. Vision is closely connected to purpose, but it goes one step further. It is the ability to see beyond the present moment and to imagine the future you are working toward. Vision gives you the power to look beyond your current circumstances and to focus on the possibilities that lie ahead. The mentally strong person is not limited by their present situation because they have a vision of what is possible. They are able to endure temporary discomfort because they know that something greater is coming. Vision is what allows you to maintain hope, even in the face of adversity. Vision requires imagination, faith, and determination. It is the ability to dream big, to set ambitious goals, and to believe that those goals are attainable. Mental strength is developed when you have a vision that inspires you, that motivates you, and that keeps you moving forward no matter what. A person with vision is not easily discouraged by setbacks or failures. They understand that every challenge is a stepping stone toward their ultimate goal. They have the mental strength to persist because they are focused on the future they are building, not just the present they are experiencing. Vision also helps you to stay aligned with your values. When you have a clear vision for your life, you are less likely to be swayed by distractions or temptations that do not serve your long-term goals. Mental strength comes from the ability to remain focused on your vision, even when the road gets tough. Grit is the relentless pursuit of your goals, despite the obstacles and challenges that may come your way. It is the tenacity to keep going, even when progress is slow and the odds are stacked against you. Mental strength is not just about talent or intelligence, it is about grit. The mentally strong person is gritty. They have the determination to persevere, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Grit is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. It is the willingness to put in the hard work day after day without seeing immediate results. Grit is built through resilience and discipline. It is the ability to push through discomfort, to endure setbacks, and to stay committed to your goals. The person who is mentally strong does not quit when things get hard. They dig in, they push forward, and they keep going. Grit also requires passion. It is not enough to work hard. You must also be deeply connected to your purpose. When you are passionate about your goals, grit comes naturally because you are driven by a sense of purpose that fuels your perseverance. The mentally strong person understands that success is not achieved overnight. It is the result of years of dedication, hard work, and perseverance. Grit is what gives you the strength to stay the course, even when the journey is long and difficult. Forgiveness is often overlooked as a component of mental strength, but it is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining emotional and mental well-being. The mentally strong person understands that holding on to grudges, bitterness, and resentment only weighs you down. Forgiveness is the act of releasing those burdens, of freeing yourself from the emotional weight of past hurts. Forgiveness is not about condoning the actions of others. It is about choosing peace over bitterness. It is about letting go of the need for revenge or retribution and deciding to move forward without carrying the pain of the past. Mental strength is built when you learn to forgive, to let go of the past, and to focus on the future. Forgiveness requires humility and compassion. It is the ability to see beyond your own pain and to recognize the humanity in others. The mentally strong person does not allow anger or resentment to control their emotions or their actions. They understand that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. When you forgive, you are freeing yourself from the emotional chains that bind you to the past. You are choosing to prioritize your mental and emotional health over the desire for revenge. Forgiveness builds mental strength because it allows you to move forward with a clear mind and a peaceful heart.